In the next 5 days, we're gonna hike a 45-mile trail called the Capitol Creek Circuit.
This loop is actually right next to the famous Four Pass loop, but it's much hotter. It's 45 miles and close to 12,000 vert. There should be much less people. We love Four Pass loop, but we gonna have much more solitude here. A bear canister is required in this area, so my bag is depressingly large and heavy. One thing we're trying to find out is that we've been hiking at high altitude for about a month and a half now. While we pack 5 days of food, I wonder if we can hike faster. Can get out faster than 5 days? We'll find out. We'll see if we can crush this trail or this trail will crush us. I heard it's quite rugged. It took us exactly 4 hours to hike 9.5 miles to Snowmass Lake. Most of it was pretty smooth, except the last maybe 500 vert. I was feeling the altitude on my back a little bit. It's only noon, so we could camp here, which will make a very leisure day, but we can also go up Trail Rider Pass.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go further. Our leg gonna hate us tonight, but we're gonna keep going. We're in a pretty fierce hailstorm. It's coming on hard. I'm glad that we're here at the lake instead of high up in the mountain crossing the pass. So we're gonna wait this out. There's still thunder and cloud, but this side is clear, especially that is where we're going, so we're gonna take a chance. We stopped for an hour at the lake because of rain. We hike for a mile, then we get stuck again because of rain. Now there seems to be a window. The weather open up. We may be able to pass the trail rider. We gotta hike quick so that we can pass the trail rider pass and get to the other side. Trail Rider Pass.
Yep. I got up here first.
Trail Rider Pass was my favorite pass when I hiked Four Pass Loop. It certainly lived up to its expectation. Now let's take a look at the other side of pass. We got caught in the rain as we hiked down the pass. It was a bummer that it rained so much today, but I'm glad that there was window for us to cross the mountain pass. We're now at the Geneva Lake and we're all wet. My feet is wet, my pants is wet, the dog is wet. I'm pretty sure we look like a defeated army right now, but once I get the dry pants, dry socks, in a sleeping bag, eating the warm food, I'll be happy. This is our feet warmer. It's working wonderfully. Do you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Does it taste even better in this miserable situation? We hike 15 miles, 4,000 vert, a big day. Our legs are not aching just yet.
Yeah.
They probably will hurt at night, so we're gonna go to bed. We probably will fall asleep really quickly. It rained plenty last night and we woke up to an overcast sky. The landscape right now is definitely dreamy. Clouds color is a little bit dark, which means that it may rain today, which is not good news. So we're gonna pack our tent. In case you wonder why we're in the tent, it's because it's raining again. At least we're warm because of food. We're on the trail again. The most painful thing this morning was sticking my dry, warm feet into my wet, cold shoes. And I know today we're gonna be wet and cold because the trail is pretty overgrown, and because of rain all of the plants are wet. So look at my shirts. It's already wet. This past section was so pretty. We had great view into the mountain range right across the valley, as well as the Fervor Basin. It was exceeding my expectation for sure. It is rainy, but I actually think that the clouds and fog add to the atmosphere. As long as it doesn't rain hard or have thunderstorm, I'm not complaining. We have to stop. Probably it's okay for Aaron and I to keep hiking with the poncho on, but at this rate, the dog will get into hypothermia if we let her to get soaked. So we're taking a break here.
Rain, rain, go away. Come again after the hike.
There was no sign of rain stopping, so we set up the tent. The good news is that when I packed our tent this morning, it was soaking wet. So now it's still soaking wet. So I'm glad I didn't spend any time trying to make our tent dry. But that's as far as my positivity goes. This kind of suck, right?
Yeah.
This kind of suck. This spot we're sitting in will have killer view if it's not raining. We're pretty much sitting on a puddle of soup made of mud. Fantastic, right?
Yeah.
Aaron and I decided that the reason why it's rained so much is because my wife asked us to bring the sunglasses with us. Right, Aaron?
Yeah.
We never brought sunglasses in hiking and never rained like this. Now we jinxed it. No sunglasses, no sunglasses. It is still raining, but we have to go. We're getting bored in the tent. I think Aaron deserves a lot of credit for dragging me out of tent earlier today. Not only the rain never got too heavy, but also the mountain looked majestic with the fogs. If it were up to me, I probably would stay in the tent and miss all of those. Hello, are you happy today? She said no. Do I look like I'm happy? Silver Creek. Whew, that's a hard one. Look at the view, guys. It took quite a while for us to get to the pass. Now most of it's downhill, and it's beautiful out here. Both sides. The sides we came from, I was pretty impressed, but on the other side there are more tall mountains. As much as I would love to stay on the pass, the dark clouds are forming, so we're trying to get off the high elevation fast. This basin is my favorite basin of this loop so far, with tall mountain range from every single direction. It's just truly phenomenal. Because of rain this morning, we are pretty late behind schedule, so we're gonna go fast as we can. Why there's uphill? That's unfair. After 13 miles, you give me uphill? That doesn't make sense. It's raining again. And when those clouds come here, it's gonna be ugly. And we need to climb up. Raining and climbing, those are two things I don't like.
It's really wet.
Insane condition. This is crazy. We get caught in the storm. We start the day with rain and end the day with rain. My feet is wet, my socks are wet, pants are wet, my undies wet because I fell. Probably the most critical one is that our doggy is soaked. So we're doing everything we can to warm her up. So we spent about 10 hours out, maybe 2 to 2.5. We were hiding under a tree or tent, waiting for the rain to pass. At least 3 hours in drizzle, 1 hour in heavy rain, 1 hour in hail, and we do get 30 minutes of sun. We could have hiked like 6 miles, 8 miles, 10 miles, and we could stop at 12. Why would we do this 15?
I want to do it in 3 days.
You want to do this 45 miles loop in 3 days?
Yeah.
What a sufferfest you created for us. I've been dreaming about this for the last 2 hours. The rain has stopped. I came out of the tent to take a look. I'm shivering, but the avalanche lake is epic. Guys, that's dedication to photography. We woke up this morning seeing the sky being totally white. I didn't know if it's another overcast day or it's a bluebird day without any cloud, but just the sun hadn't rise yet. Now the first sun hit the mountaintop. We have a bluebird day. I couldn't believe it after we get rain down for 2 days. Well, bluebird day. Can you believe it?
Come on, we have 15 miles to go. Let's go.
The last 50 miles of the loop are not exactly easy. We need to climb over 2 mountain passes. And in order to avoid the afternoon thunderstorm, our goal is to pass the second pass before noon so that we can be safe. Come on, Aaron. Third pass of the loop. Yeah.
Capitol Lake not only looks good, it tastes good. The water is very sweet. I'd love to camp here, but we have 15 more miles to hike, so let's go.
We're in the final climb of the last mountain pass of this loop. Having already climbed more than 11,000 vert in the last 2.5 days, my legs are not happy about the fact that we're gonna go up another 700. This is where a few pills of Advil will go a long way, which I don't have. I also wish that I knew we're doing this loop in 3 days, in which case I'll pack way less food in a smaller bear canister, which will shave about 8 pounds of weight to my backpack. I still have enough food for us to do this loop one more time, which is crazy. Yeah, we did it.
Let's go.
Last pass.
Second pass.
It took an hour more than what I expected, but we finished all of the climbing. Now, being able to finish this loop in 3 days is all but certainty. We still have 6 miles to go, but it's all downhill. Despite the rain, I very much enjoyed this loop. The views are top notch, and there's solitude. You may not see anybody for miles. Terrain is tough, but exciting. I think all things considered, I actually prefer this to its famous neighbor, Four Pass Loop.
There was a lot of rain and a lot of suffering, but overall it was a pretty good hike.